What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Gotham video. So if you're new to the channel, please do consider leaving a like and subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video, of course, and checking out our social media down below too. So Gotham ended with a very weird finale. This is quite clearly a massive setup for the next season, and to be honest, that was quite a big gamble from the showrunners there, considering the fact that the fate of it pretty much came down to that Lethal Weapon series that's on TV and casting a new lead or something to do with that, which I need to check out that Lethal Weapon show. Let me know in the comments if you think it's any good, because I might give it a go. But the big thing here is the possible idea of where they're going to go with Gotham Season 5. Now, Gotham has gone from strength to strength. Now we know that next year will be the final season of Gotham. So the next season will be the last one forever, which is a real shame. We're getting massive people coming to the show. We're getting things like Scarface, weird kind of deep cuts, and Cassandra Cain, and as well Lady Shiva, which part of me is I was talking to a few of my friends and we were like, hold on a minute, this could possibly lead to the fact that when Gotham ends, it could actually cross over with Arrow, because perhaps the CW could buy the rights, and we've got Batwoman coming over as well, and the shows have actually had some very funny banter and interactions on social media. Now that's a long shot, but if they want to introduce Gotham, you've got a whole group of characters ready to go over to Gotham. Now the problem is we do have the different timings. I know that Gotham is a bit earlier than Arrow. You've got like flip phones and things like that, so I guess you wouldn't necessarily have David Mazouz as Batman. You wouldn't have him at all in that role. But this could set up that this next season will be setting it up, because they're adapting and they've revealed what will be the adaptation for next season. Now, of course, we've got No Man's Land, a storyline where Gotham was cut off from the rest of America and was a lawless war zone, which is pretty much what was hinted at the end of the last episode. The bombs have gone off, the bridges have been cut. Very similar to Batman Begins there, to be honest, with Gotham being cut and left on its own. But what we see here is the fact that it's a complete and utter war zone. So that storyline has been adapted here, and there will be lawlessness throughout. Well, I guess Gotham, there's no change there with lawlessness in Gotham whatsoever. But it's going to be a bit worse than normal, as we saw. We've got Man-Bat coming to the show, which is absolutely insane. And the kind of stinger at the end hinted to us that we'll get all these different versions of characters. This is pretty much where they're going next. We've had our Scarecrows, we've had our Penguins, our Riddlers, and things like that. Freeze. And now they're going to open this up and have a bit more fun and introduce some more characters, which is a bit of a shame, because this is the last season they're introducing these major characters. But we haven't really seen too many new characters come to the show in quite some time, if I was to be honest. And the last one really was the Pig, and yeah, it was interesting. It was a great character, a very good storyline, but he didn't stick around that long. Well, he was at the early part of the season, but what I'm saying is he didn't stick around to be a multiple season villain, or stick around like Freeze, or of course Firefly, who have been there for quite some time. But what we're getting here is a adaptation of 0 Year. So No Man's Land is being adapted. We had the Long Halloween, which we've had with Sophia Falcone, kind of. Very loosely based on that. We had The Killing Joke as well with Selena Kyle, who now her spine is destroyed. Could she become the next Oracle? But with 0 Year, it's quite a big, broad term. They said that they're doing some bits with 0 Year. If you don't know what 0 Year is, it's a fantastic New 52 storyline. So in the now legendary run from Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, we actually had a new origin. So obviously New 52 started, five years had passed, and everyone was, or the heroes had been heroes for 5 years. So about 24 issues in or so, we got 0 Year, which was a year-long event, and this showed the first formative moments of Bruce Wayne becoming Batman. The first one was when Bruce had returned to Gotham City, and his uncle Philip Kane wanted to take over the kind of family company. Then he urged Bruce to, you know, take control, and he could maybe guide him and control him somewhat. But what we got here was a very good storyline, because we had the Red Hood Gang. Now, the Red Hood Gang were a group of evil people who were causing kind of all kinds of madness and a crime wave, and Bruce was trying to come to terms with being a hero and failing very miserably in actually taking down this group. And later on, this Red Hood Gang, we did have a character fall into the Ace Chemicals vat. Of course, this is the origin of the Joker. This is the most iconic storyline that we've had of all time, of the Joker falling into the chemicals and then becoming the Joker. But we've got 3 Jokers, which we still don't know what's going on there. But the big thing here, which I know this is very much what they're adapting this 0 Year storyline of him becoming the Batman, getting his powers and taking down a major group of villains. But the big thing here for me, which I talked about 0 Year in my review of the season finale, well, what I mentioned was that we could have 0 Year because the city is in a lawless state, and the Riddler, well, he is under the spell, or his body has been taken by Hugo Strange. What I think possibly what they're doing here is that he will take over Gotham City, because in 0 Year this city was completely destroyed and reverted to a real 0 Year. It has been reverted to kind of chaos, and the whole city is in ruins, has been overgrown by plants and things like that to show the time has passed. And there is a riddle from the Riddler, and he is on stage every day and trying to get people to come up with his riddle and answer his riddle, and then he'll save everyone. But that doesn't happen, or at least Batman tries to do it, and no one from the public was able to do it and save Gotham City. So what we had here was a really good storyline, and we had people such as Duke Thomas, the new Signal character. He was the protege of Batman, and he was in All-Star Batman as well, the Scott Snyder version, that is. And it's really cool. So I don't know if we'll introduce Duke Thomas, because I don't really, there's no need to introduce this character. It only works once you've had a Robin, you've had multiple Robins, and then you have this Duke Thomas character. I don't think it would really fit in, to be honest. But I really do like the idea of the Riddler taking over from everyone and coming up with these riddles and things like that. So I think that would be a really good storyline to do. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please drop a like. Please subscribe. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.